second time I've been here in my life. I've been very fortunate. Deb and I had to be here twice now. And it's almost breathtaking when you consider not only what it is, but what it was. And I would point out to you that the Sea of Galilee is not a sea at all, as I'm sure most of you know, or all of you. It's a lake. It's freshwater. As Ibrahim was telling us this morning, it's responsible for 10% of Israel's drinking water. It's responsible for a tremendous amount of food harvested in the form of fishing. And it's not a large body of water. It's only 33 miles around it. It's about 12 miles long and about half that across. But it is probably the most significant body of water in the history of the Bible. It's mentioned 70 times in the Bible, in not always as the Sea of Galilee, but as Lake Tiberias or one of the other names that it went by. But perhaps the most important thing of all about it is that Jesus' ministry took place around the shores of this lake. And when we think of the lake today, of course we understand that his ministry was here, and we accept that. But when we really think about it, we're here to follow the footsteps of Jesus. Now, Bill, in his efforts to promote his next tour, said, "Hey, we're going to take a boat trip. We're going to take a cruise to follow the footsteps of Jesus. This is what we're all here to do: follow the footsteps of Jesus." And we've gone around throughout the old city and Jericho and all the places where we think Jesus was, and we look at those places. And the truth of the matter is, when we walk the Via Dolorosa, the actual surface that Jesus walked on is about 40 feet below where we are today, because there's been construction, demolition. They didn't have a D9 dozer to come in and put a caterpillar and haul everything away, so they just crushed it and built on top of it. So, we can walk those locations, and maybe we're there at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Maybe we're at the Garden Tomb. Maybe we're at the Church of the Nativity. And maybe we're close to where these events actually happen. Maybe we're not. We don't know. We know in our hearts they happen. As Ibrahim said, that's what's important. What we do know is that we are here at the Sea of Galilee. This is where it happened. We don't have to wonder where it was 2,000 years ago. It was right here. And when you want to touch the footsteps of Jesus, we're going to have an opportunity here in a little bit to walk along the shoreline up at one of the cathedrals, and you'll be able to put your hand in the water and touch the footsteps of Jesus. According to the Gospel of St. John, it's actually mentioned in all the Gospels, the significance of the Sea of Galilee and the ministry of Jesus. But let's look at Matthew 4, and we'll start with verse number 10. This is important because we were at the site the other day where we believe, again, we don't know, but legend and some factual basis tells us that Jesus was going to be tempted by Satan to throw himself from the mountaintop. And of course, that all ended with Jesus saying to him, "Get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only thou shalt serve." Then the devil leaveth him, and the angels came and ministered to him. Now when Jesus heard that John was cast into prison, he departed into Galilee. And leaving Nazareth, he came and dwelt in Capernaum, which is upon the seacoast, in the border of Zebulun and Nephthalim, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by Esaias the prophet, saying, "The land of Zebulun and the land of Nephthalim, by the way of the sea beyond Jordan, the Galilee of the Gentiles." And the people which sat in darkness saw great light, and to them which sat in the region and shadow of death, light is sprung up. From that time Jesus began to preach and to say, "Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand." And Jesus, walking by the Sea of Galilee, saw two brethren, Simon called Peter and Andrew his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishers. Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. And straightway they left their nets and followed him. And going on from thence, he saw two other brethren, James the son of Zebedee, and John his brother, in a ship with Zebedee their father mending their nets. And he called to them, and immediately they left the ship and their father and followed him. And Jesus went all about Galilee, teaching in their synagogues and preaching the gospel of the kingdom, and healing all manner of sickness and all manner of disease among the people. The word of God for the people of God. Praise be to God. As we complete our tour here in the Holy Land, and as we complete our little journey here across the Sea of Galilee, just remember that Jesus crossed these waters time and time and time again. Just very similar to the manner we are today. He didn't have a nice diesel boat. With the wind, the birds, the fish, the water were all around him, just as they are us. And I suggest to you today that this will offer you the single greatest opportunity to follow the footsteps of Jesus in this kingdom. Will you say with me the words that the Lord taught us to pray? Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation,